Here's a little contrast to the river when it's not in flood. There. Holy crap, though. The bridge seems fine. So much crap. There's my little half Dexter, half belted Galloway calf from Tinkerbell here. Tinkerbell has a bad attitude, and there's last year's bull calf. Look at him, he's a chunk. Wow. So one of the number one rules of regenerative ag is to fence the cows out of the pond. But because we had the flood and because the pumps got messed up, and because Corey's away, cows are in the pond. Best way to destroy a pond. But they got water. I don't know how clean it is after they've pooped and peed in it and stirred up all the mud. But, so, some serious conversations are going to have to be had. I'm turning my back on him because I don't know if he's, what his attitude is. I think he's okay. Jesus. And I don't have any apples. Why did I walk down here without apples? Hey everybody. So I gotta get the dogs out without the sheep getting out. So usually I give them apples to distract them, but we'll figure it out. Guys. Sit, big boy. Sit. Sit. Oh, good boy. Thank you. Thank you, good boy. He will do anything for love. He's a good boy. And they're all ready for their apples. All right. Thanks. All right, start dumping them. There you go, spread them out, perfect. All right, now we can get out of here with the dogs without the sheep trying to join us. Is everybody ready?
Oh, this one pulled out.
That's okay. That's okay, just open yours. You gotta do it quick though. Just open it, go. Because otherwise, you'll get knocked over. Come on, sheep, 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 sheep. These are some of my new ones, and they don't get it. They are so dumb. I cannot tell you how many times yeah, go this way. Go this way, dummies. Can you open that up another section? Just bring that one. Because they are so dumb. Yeah, and Alden, if you could come around like that, that's perfect. Now they get it, they get it. Jeez, yeah. They're just so slow. And then we want to close this right back up. You saying hello to me for the first time? I'm starting to friendly eyes some of these. Like this guy, he doesn't realize I'm petting him. He thinks it's one of his buddies. They're still scaredy. But we got apples. We got blue sky. Perfect September weather. And yeah. Life is good. Now that's mowing. That's a good use of Grandpa's time and energy. A man loves to mow. We men, we love to mow. There's something so satisfying about it. But dogs aren't bothered a bit by it. It's normal. Oh, just woke up. Hi guys. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. It's time for your morning medication. Yeah. Sheep like dappled sunlight and shade, dappled shade actually. Sheep like rocks. Sheep like apples. Sheep like heaven underneath their chins wrote and behind their ears. What else do you guys like? There's a newbie here. He's not used to me touching him. Sheep like learning new things, don't they? Yes. Oh, good boy. They like moving to new areas, which is almost about to happen. Cowbunga Shazam. Here's your establishing shot. I'm in the stock trailer. The stock trailer that has the axles that are about to fall off, that I paid too much for, and that I learned very valuable lessons about. Anyway, hey, this is Mark Shepard, Healing Pastures, the Farm Church, because farming is a spiritual pursuit. And it's not just about the money, it's not just about the food, it's not just about preserving and protecting and stewarding the land. It's about following that spiritual call that just keeps bugging you, maybe through your whole lifetime. And until you say yes to it with all of the challenges and setbacks and all of your own personal crap that it's going to bring up, you got to follow the call. I mean, that's for me. Like, I have to do my music, even though nobody seems to like it, which is fine, except a few people, and I know who you are, and thank you so much for your support. But it's like I'm into things that the rest of the world seems to think are either foolish or boring. But today we're having rain for the first time in about 10 days or so. We've had one of the rainiest summers on record. We had a massive flood. Rain affects us, and we're grateful to have it, and at the same time, too much of it can be highly destructive. My great-grandfather used to say, never underestimate the power of moving water. So, in the last month, a deer landed on my windshield.
Crap.
And I had to get a truck, but it was time to get a truck. And I didn't get hurt. Nobody got hurt. I think the deer even managed to bounce off the windshield, cushioned by safety glass. And then I discovered that my stock trailer, one of the axles is coming off, and I took it to a truck mechanic, and he basically was very apologetic, and he said, Mark, both of your axles are rotten. And, you know, I looked at this trailer, I looked at all the features that it had that I wanted, and I thought it was a good price because I didn't really know the stock trailer market, but I paid about, I don't know, $3,000 too much for a trailer that's actually not roadworthy or road legal at this point. So that was an expensive lesson. We call it tuition in the positive learn from your mistakes business. And that's what we got to do. We got to learn from our mistakes. And a drop of water just landed on the lens. Isn't that nice? So I'd have to pay extra for that effect. But Spike wants me to love him here. He wants some love. I love this boy. So I found a stock trailer. It's about 3 hours away, and it's a 2017, same exact model as this. So I bit the bullet. My dad's helping me do it, so we're gonna get it done. And we'll get that on Monday, so that then I can start moving the sheep to lots of different places. One of the streams of income that I'm theorizing will be viable is actually being paid to do landscaping and brush clearing with the sheep. And for that, I need to be able to take them someplace, set them up for a day or two, and then go get them, move them to the next spot. So that's one thing. And I just need a stock trailer because I'm also going to get 30 more ewe lambs. I'm going to get 25 to 30 ewe lambs. So, which are cheaper than proven ewes, and that's okay because nothing is proven here. and I'm open to experimentation at this point until I really kind of nail this down. But we are now selling our lamb at Canton Apples. We have a small freezer here, and we have some lamb right here on site. And there are people here from Friday and Saturday. There pretty much is somebody here all day, every day on the weekend. So we are selling lamb, and I do have some inspected pork from my last pork adventure. So that's progress made. So there's I have spike hairs. I had spike hairs. You can see it right there. Yes, you are so fluffy. And the other thing that I need to be working on is better movable shelter for the dogs and the sheep. And so that's what's going on here. And it's been so busy, I have not had time to do a Sunday message, but really this week I have a little time, and there's a song I'm about to release. And so hopefully maybe if I can grab some time this evening or tomorrow morning, I can release it, which might be yesterday or last night or today when you watch, I don't know, or last week when you watch this. But the message for this week, the message for this month is stuff happens. Stuff happens, and our job is to turn whatever happens into a positive. My neighbor Marilyn Rohde phrased it, turning a bad into a good. And that's one of the superpowers we have as humans. And it brings to mind the classic serenity prayer that is used in pretty much every 12-step group, from Alcoholics Anonymous to all the other 12-step groups. And basically, it's Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And when the deer landed on my windshield, as I said in my last Sunday message, which was like 3 weeks ago, it was a bad thing, perhaps, but it happened in the best possible way. And it was time to get a truck. And the stock trailer thing was a bad thing, but it was highly educational, and I was able to clearly see how I was focused on the features and benefits and not on the structure of the stock trailer. So, you can pay tuition to learn a lot of stuff, but until you actually roll up your sleeves and get started doing the thing that you have long dreamed of doing, there's a lot of stuff you haven't really internalized. Another famous phrase that I've heard that helps me out when I've done something dumb is that the only way you can avoid making dumb mistakes is to have experience. And the only way to get experience is to make dumb mistakes. And maybe the mistakes aren't dumb. Maybe we need to fail our way forward. Because when you have a very expensive lesson, it is a powerful learning tool. So I pray that you don't have expensive lessons and that you can learn from my failings, from my flailings, from my silly mistakes, or from other people's. And that's why we read books. That's why we read books. And I highly recommend any book by Greg Judy if you're interested in farming, or Abram Bowerman's book, The Practical Shepherd. You got to see what Luna's doing. What are you doing? She's making a nest. Yeah. The dogs are like, can we just stay in the trailer for tonight? And maybe this stock trailer, because it still rolls, it's just not road legal, it may be a way that we can make some movable shelter. The only thing is I don't want to clean it out. I don't want to have the animals in their own poop. So a portable shelter for me has to basically have no bottom, and we just fill the bottom with hay, and then we move the shelter and the hay stays behind, absorbing all the manure and urine and creating an extremely fertile spot. And the stock trailer doesn't really fit that bill, but we might use it for chickens, or we might use it as a hunting blind or a bird watching blind, or we might just store stuff here for the winter, or we just, I don't know. We learn as we go. So that's the lesson for this week. Sending out prayers to those who have hard lessons, sending out prayers to those who are facing challenges in their lives, sending out prayers to the world as we approach elections, as we attempt to speak our truth with love and compassion to each other, to build community, and to use technology without technology using us. And that's all I got for the moment. So here's a song. Peace, love, and grooviness. Amen. This is Mark Shepard. Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, could you do that? It really helps a lot. And if you can leave a comment or do that thumbs up thing, that helps a lot too. This takes a lot of extra time, and I'm so busy right now, it's really hard to sit down at the computer and edit and upload and do all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. And here's the song. Peace, love, grooviness. Amen. Disconnected and in despair, everything seems beyond repair. Helpless, hopeless, and afraid. Nothing works and it won't go accept that there will be no relief. That's when everything begins to release. Suffering is where we all begin. Breathe the love into the wounded place within. Overwhelmed and tangled up in shame, we must stop attempting to explain why what is not what we would wish for it to be. When we accept it as it is, we set ourselves free. Suffering is where we all begin. Breathe the love into the wounded place within. We are more than what we think is real. We can't heal what we can not feel. The love I feel for you caught me unprepared, because I accept myself more than I have ever dared. Suffering is where we all begin. Breathe the love into the wounded place within. Bring the light. I will light a lamp for you, and I will leave it burning. What are you thinking about, Spike? What are you thinking about? What's Luna doing? Luna made a nest. They're gonna be like, don't send us back there. Don't send us back out into the rain. But the rain is stopping, guys. Man, there's smudge. There's smudge on my lens. Oh, he's such a beautiful boy. Such a beautiful boy. That's my good boy. I like a boy. I like a Spike. I like my Mr. Spike. Such a good boy. Yes. Such a good boy. Yes, such a good boy. Yeah. All right. You guys ready for treats? I think it's time for treats.